What is good, guys? What's up, guys? Jack here. So, yes, I've. It's been a long time since the first episode. So first off, I'm sorry. No, I actually am really sorry about that. I really wanted to crank out more episodes, but there's just a lot of stuff happening. Just schoolwork, college, burnout. I had a family emergency not too long ago, so I had to take care of that. My mom. Just a lot of stuff. But we are back now. We'll hopefully try to be more consistent. Hopefully. So, for this week, or I guess this month's episode, we got someone named Cassandra, otherwise shortened as Cass. She also goes to her school. We're gonna try to get people from outside of our school, but at this point, what good are my promises? I'm pretty sure she helps run like multiple clubs at her school, so we got some big brain people as guests. Maybe one of these days we'll get a small brainer or an even bigger brain person. I don't know. So today will be Cass's episode. She is from Peru, and we will be getting into some juicy politics. But if you want, we'll try to get someone from Venezuela as well, and we can talk about Maduro. But we'll see we'll see what happens. Enjoy.
Okay, so hello, Cass. Welcome to another episode of the Voces Del Coquí podcast. How's it going?
It's good. It's good. It's going good. How are you guys?
We're doing pretty well, pretty well. So I would like to just start off with maybe just like a quick introduction of yourself. Maybe like where's your family from, or just anything you want to share.
Okay, yeah, awesome. So hi everyone. My name's Cassandra, and my family's from Peru. They immigrated here, and well, my dad is from Michigan. My mom is from Peru, and right now I'm a senior at West Tech in the engineering program, and I plan to major in architecture.
Oh, okay, that's really cool. Is like what specific part of Peru do you mind me asking? Where's your family from?
Yeah, okay, so my family is from like the Amazon region. It's called San Martin. And yeah, San Martin. And my mom is actually from Lima, but all of her family was from the Amazon. And when she was born, I guess they went to Lima and she was born in Lima and she just was raised there. But my grandparents were from Moyobamba, which is like a small town, and Rioja from the same region.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like geographically kind of where this is for a second. Maybe
Yeah.
let's zoom out. Let's try and zoom out first. So maybe like where's Peru? Like northwest of
Um,
South America or
yeah, like
somewhere
it,
around there,
huh,
right? Okay.
yeah,
And then so you said your mom was from Lima. I'm
yeah,
guessing that's towards the coast, right?
it
If
is.
I'm
Yeah.
getting close. Okay, okay, good. Yeah. I know my geography.
Yes.
Good. And then the Amazon, where would that be? That would be more inland, right?
Yeah,
Or
it's like the eastern part of Peru, and
more eastern.
it's
Okay.
by like the center-ish of South America, and it's neighboring Brazil.
Center-ish. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So are there any like different dialects? Like does it vary by region at all? Like I know Lima's like the capital, right? So they
Yeah.
probably did they just speak Spanish, or is there like certain dialects as you go into like maybe the Amazon region, like you
Yeah,
talked about?
there is other dialects. I don't really know like there's a lot, so I don't really know like the specific names for
Hmm.
the Amazon ones. But the like major one that Peru has is called Quechua, and that's
Oh,
like the olden dialect, and some of the Incas used to speak that too. In Lima, it's mostly Spanish, but some of like the older people, older generations that like live by like the Andes and all that, they speak
yeah.
Quechua, which is pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Is so the Andes, that's a huge mountain range,
it
right?
is.
In
Yeah.
Peru. Okay, huge mountain range. I just remember that from like history class from like the Incas. I feel
Yeah,
like I think they landed in Peru, right? Or they're from Peru.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty
There's
sure something like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
from there. Yeah. And then so is Lima's the capital city, right? So is it more of like metropolitan, more than rural, I'm guessing?
It's like one of the biggest cities. It's mostly metropolitan. It does have like small communities like elsewhere.
Hmm.
It's not like the United States, I would say. There's like smaller communities by like the hills. There's a lot of like hills there and like more I guess like lower income families like live by there. It's not really like here where like builders like build your house. There you could like build it yourself. So that's a definitely like difference between both, I guess. Like you get to have
Okay.
like your own choice where you live and all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. And then would you say there's like a lot of tourism in Lima in that area? Like yeah, because it's the capital. I'm guessing a lot of people just go there for
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There's definitely a lot there, especially because of like the beaches and all that.
Beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I guess like internationally, mostly people just like stop in Lima for like 2 to 3 days and then they go to like Cusco because Machu Picchu is like the most like known
Machu Picchu.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was I was gonna ask about that because I feel like that's like the main thing when you
Mhm.
think of Peru. That's probably where you would go first. I'm
Yeah.
guessing because
Yeah.
it's
And
like a wonder.
yeah, they're actually
Mhm.
making an international airport in Cusco, which is pretty cool. So you could just
That's
land
pretty
there.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go there.
Yeah.
And so is Cusco's like, is it outside of Lima or is it like more
It
towards the
is.
mountains? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
outside of Lima, and Machu Picchu isn't actually in Cusco. Like it's in the Cusco region, but the city itself
Yeah.
is outside of it. So you have to travel to
Okay.
Machu Picchu by like train and all that.
Oh, by train.
Yeah,
Is that it's on a huge, like ginormous hill, right?
it
With like a
is.
lot of valleys. Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't think I would go there. I'm scared of heights. I can't be,
Oh, yeah,
I can't not the
that's
place for
totally
me.
fair.
Are there any other like I don't know, tourist destinations there in Peru? Anything like Machu Picchu or anything like historical like that?
Yeah, there is. It's not like as big, but there's the Nazca lines, which are like these. No one actually knows how they came to be, but there's these like lines in the desert. Yeah, and they have like Incan symbols. They're like Incan symbols, like on the
Oh,
desert. Yeah, and it was actually a German archaeologist, I think, that tried to like figure out how they came to be, but like we don't really have an answer yet. So it's a weird thing, but a lot of people like go to visit it. And then there's like also the Rainbow Mountains. There's like mountains that are like rainbow colored, which is really pretty.
wow.
Yeah, and we also have like the Huascarin, which is it's like a big place for like skiers. You're kind of like yeah, it's kind of like the Alps, like the Swiss Alps, but like in
This
Peru.
sounds
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
it's really
even.
fun too.
Wow, it must be like multiple like climates or something because you go
Mhm.
from beach like tropical all the way to like skiing. That's
I
crazy.
know there's so many.
I'm
It's like
definitely checking
desert
that
and
out.
beach and like rainforest. It's like all
Wow,
over the place. Yeah.
wow, yeah. And then how would you say like? I think I'll just transition mostly to food. I'm a food guy, so I'm kind of interested in like the types of food.
Mhm.
Yeah. um, just honestly, like, what are the types of dishes like? Would you say that are the main like from Peru? I would say.
So I guess like our I don't know, like national dish is the ceviche. There's like other places that also have it. I know Mexico
Hmm.
also has ceviche, but where ours is like a little different. We usually just do like lemon and like fish, and we also have like different styles. We do like shrimp too and like crab. That's definitely like one of the major ones by the coast. And then we also have lomo saltado, which is like beef with like potatoes and rice. It's really good. I really like that one. And we also have like causa limeña. We're a big potato like country. It's like a whole thing. We have like
Love
over 30
potatoes.
varieties of potatoes. It's so
That's
crazy.
crazy.
But like in Lima we do like causa limeña, which is like smashed potato and like inside of it it has like
Hmm.
chicken or tuna. It's like all of it
Okay.
all over the place. Yeah. It's really good. We have like one of the best restaurants in the whole world actually in Peru. We won in 2000.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You wait.
I want to go there, but have not.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, so is there was like a competition or something like for
Mhm.
best restaurant and like it
Yeah,
won? Wow, that's kind of crazy.
yeah,
I just know they're graded on like Michelin stars or something.
they
I
are.
don't know. I don't know how it works specifically, but that's
Yeah,
pretty
me neither.
cool.
But like, yeah, we got on like it was like the World Magazine for like food, and we got like first place, and I was like, that's cool.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, so you said like so it's like the biggest like for potatoes. Like
Yeah.
and that's kind of that's crazy to me because I always thought like in the US like Idaho I went there and
Right.
they had like all different types of potatoes. I can't
Uh-huh.
imagine like 30 different types.
I know it's like
That's
crazy.
pretty crazy.
There's like purple potatoes and like blue. It's like all over the place. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, would you say that you like carried like your family carried those like specific types of dishes like outside of Peru to like the US or anything or
Yeah, I would say so. My mom isn't like the biggest cook, which is kind of crazy because like my family is like a huge like cook family and like they love
yeah.
food and all that.
Okay.
But my mom doesn't really like cook that much, but we like love Peruvian food. There's like a lot of Peruvian restaurants in Las Vegas, so we go there a lot.
Hmm.
And I've like
Okay.
learned some like Peruvian cuisine too to like make at home.
Peruvian cuisine. Okay, that's cool. Would you say there's like a big community here of Peruvians in Las Vegas, or are you kind of just like small? Is it more scattered? Or
It's like I think it's like middle sized. It's a little scattered. I think the
middle
majority
size?
of Peruvians go to like Miami or New York. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Some more like East Coast. That's kind of crazy though, because
I know,
you're
right?
Northwest. I would feel like you would go towards like California or something first, and that's a yeah, it's a
Yeah,
long passage.
it is kind of crazy, but like I don't know why, but there's a direct flight from New York to Lima. It's like a long flight though, but it's
Wow.
like direct without stops. Like for Las Vegas, there isn't. When my mom and I go there, we have to like stop in like Panama or Miami. But like somehow
Hmm.
New York has like the direct flight, and I'm like, I'm not sure how, but
It just works out.
yeah, it works out.
How Yeah. How often do you like visit Peru? Like, do you just visit to go see family, or like, do they still live in like those areas you talked about where they're from?
So my family right now, like I guess my uncles and like aunts, like the direct family, they live in Lima. They moved when my mom was born, so they have been living there for like a while.
Okay.
But when I was like younger, I used to go every like 6 months. But like when high school came and like my grandparents
Hmm.
passed away, so we didn't really go that
Oh,
much
okay.
anymore. Yeah. So
Uh-huh. Yeah.
yeah, I haven't really gone there in like 3 to 4 years, which is crazy. Yeah, I have to go again.
Hmm.
But yeah, I used to go a lot when I was younger, but now I kind of like stopped. But I hope to go again. I wish I can. Yeah.
That's cool. I'll definitely maybe over like I know we're both going to college. Like I'll definitely try and maybe like do study abroad, maybe in South America. Are you looking to
Yeah.
like do that maybe in Peru, or like try and go to maybe a university there, or staying in the US?
I think yeah, I want to do some study abroad in South America. I just
Hmm.
liked like the Spanish architecture and all that, and like how they mixed it with
Hmm.
like South American architecture. So I would be very interested in doing that. Yeah.
That's cool. Do you know anything about like maybe some of like the education there in Peru, how it is compared maybe to the US, or anything along those lines?
Yeah, so I actually saw your podcast,
Oh
and
yeah.
you talked a little bit about
Yeah.
that. So Peru is a little bit like Colombia too. Like we don't have 12 years of education; it's only 11. And
Wow.
yeah, we call
Okay.
it like primaria, like it's K through 6, and then it starts like 7th to 11th. And Peru kind of has like I guess a little bit of a different system than us for like getting into college. College is free there, so you don't really have to pay for anything unless you go into like a private college, and then you have to pay.
Okay.
But we have like a system that's like the SAT and the ACT, but like large scale. Like, yeah,
Okay.
it's like really large. Like, you have to like compete with everyone from your same grade in like a test. And the university, since you don't
Wow.
really have to pay everything, they only have some spots. So if you don't get a certain score,
Oh,
that,
okay.
yeah, you don't really get in. And it's kind of tougher because you can't repeat the test the same year. So you have to wait a whole extra year to make the
Wow,
test.
that's
Yeah.
wow. That's a little bit
So
high stakes. I don't know. I don't know
yeah,
if I
it
yikes.
really is. Yeah, it's scary. And my mom actually she was like top of her class. So there they have like a system. If you're top of your class,
Mhm.
you only compete with the people who are also top of their class. So it's like even scarier because it's only the smart people there and you're like, "Oh my gosh." So yeah,
Wow.
it's scary.
Yeah, I know obviously the US doesn't do it like that, so we're kind of easier, I guess, in that respect. But I definitely know like some other countries, probably the one that comes to mind, maybe like China. I know they do
Yeah.
like the test every year. I heard of it, like the Gaokao. I heard that's a very hard test. It's kind of
Yeah.
the same thing. Yeah. Um, would you do you know anything about like kind of like maybe the work culture in Peru? Are there any like specific jobs that are like the most like, because I know you said they do, does everybody almost go to college since like they have the opportunity, or
It's honestly kind of like half-half because it's more of like a developing
mm,
nation than the United States. So
okay. Hmm.
definitely the people from Lima go to college, like majority of them. And some people from like the provinces do too, if they have like the resources to get like somewhere to live in Lima, because Peru's a little different than
Okay.
here. They don't really have the amount of dorms that we do. Like everyone just stays with their
Okay.
family. Yeah, so it's a little harder for
Okay.
people like, outside of Lima to go, but I guess they usually do like artisan work, the people that don't really go to college.
Okay.
Yeah, or they go into like mineries too, because Peru has a lot of mineries. We're like a gold nation because like back in the Incas, we also had like this whole gold thing, right? So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Gold.
yeah. So we still kind of have that too, in Peru over there. And I guess there's a lot of like marketplaces too. Like we have this whole it's this place like called Gamarra, which is like these small
Mhm.
artisans make like their own clothes and all that, and they sell it to the people. It's just like on the street. And it's like really cool too. You have like some traditional items there to buy. And like a lot of people specialize on that too. So
That's yeah. That's cool. So I guess they're yeah. It's kind of yeah. It's definitely not as similar, I guess, to the U.S. With that, are there any jobs? So you talked about like the artisans who don't like have maybe the resources to go to college from like the outer parts of the country. What about like the people who do go to college? Do you know any jobs that they would take? Would they take jobs in like government, for example?
yeah, there's definitely a lot of government jobs in Peru.
Hmm.
Their government system is a little different than ours. before they didn't really have a Senate, but now they're trying to bring it back. So I think this new
Oh,
election is going to do that. Yeah. There's a lot of like lawyers there too. And their system for like being an international lawyer and like an ambassador is different than ours too. Like they have a cutoff age at 26. So that is a little like of an impairment compared to here. Like you can't really do it when you're older. But like if you
wait,
want to
wait.
be,
Oh, 20. Wait, so 26.
yeah.
I thought
So
you meant you have to be 26 and then you can like
no.
continue.
So
No, so you have to be under 26.
yeah, it's like a whole thing. Like if you want to be a lawyer only in Peru, like you don't want to do an ambassadorship or anything like that,
Mhm.
then you're okay. Like you can stay in Peru. But to be an ambassador, you have to like pass all the tests and like do all the training before you're 26. And if you don't do
Wow.
that, you can't do it anymore. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of rough. I think they should definitely change that because I know like the US
Yeah.
extends to like 55, so they should
Yeah.
change that. Yeah.
They like
But
everyone's old in our government. Maybe
right, yeah.
we should adopt like some of their rules just a little bit. Just like lower the age just a little bit.
No,
Just a
yeah,
little.
definitely for
Yeah.
like I think for presidential, they definitely should lower a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit old.
Yeah, a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's other places too. Like they do, there's a lot of engineering in Peru too.
Hmm.
Not as big as here, but there is. And also like nursing and like medical and all that. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. Is there, would you say there's like a family pressure almost to go into a certain career as there are in some other cultures? Would you say like, because I don't, my parents, for example, like lawyer, doctor, engineer, gotta pick one. So
Right.
I don't know if it's kind of the same.
I think some families now have like shifted a little bit from that, but I feel like my family had that a little bit. My mom
Hmm.
didn't want to be, she's a lawyer. She didn't want to do that at first, but her dad kind of pushed her into it. So
Okay.
my family definitely had that. And my grandma also wanted like a medical person in the family. So my aunt is like a nurse. And then my
Okay.
uncle tried to like go into doctor field, but then he turned into like engineering. So my family definitely has that like
Yeah.
type. But I feel like now they are trying to like change a little bit to be like more modern,
Hmm.
more like fields like out there and all that. But probably like the traditional families do still have that little stereotype.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Would you
Yeah.
say like maybe like a modern field, maybe like tech, is tech big in Peru or is it kind of more underdeveloped? Because I remember you saying it was more underdeveloped than the US in
Yeah.
some
So
respects.
yeah, it's starting to be a little bit more like out there,
Hmm.
but I don't think it's like as much as here, of course.
Hmm.
But there are more fields like the universities are trying to push for it. Like if you see their
Hmm.
advertisements, like I watch like Spanning Cables and all that, and they're like, "Oh, do like tech fields and all this." Like, okay, okay. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're definitely trying to push it more. So there's more of like this tech field in Peru. But right now, their system is also a little different than here's. Like we have like Apple and all those like known brands, but they have like a lot of the Chinese and Asian brands over there. So it's
Oh,
kind of,
okay.
yeah, so it's kind of like different. So like their internships and all that would mostly be with like those companies instead of like the
Hmm.
companies that are here. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say like maybe most of the Peruvian like workers, maybe the graduates, would they desire to go to the US for work, or would you they say, or would you say they just stay in Peru mostly?
I think it definitely is like a goal for a lot of people to come to the
Hmm.
US. Some do stay in Peru because they are successful there, but a lot of them do envision themselves in the United States, especially like a lot of like South American countries. I know Peru definitely does this, but if you've studied in the United States, like even a master's or like even a certificate, they prioritize you a lot more than like the
Oh,
people.
okay.
Yeah, they do value like American education more, which I don't know if it's like good or bad, but like
Hmm.
they they do like when people go to the US. So I think that is a major like goal for people there. But you can be successful in Peru if you're like a good like successful worker and a business person, you can. So
So maybe just shifting to like the personal stories. So did your mom desire to come to the US for work, or did she desire to just stay in Peru and then she just immigrated over
yeah,
to Chile?
so my mom is like, I don't know, like an odd, I think it's because of her system. Like in Peru, she wanted to be an ambassador, which I was talking about because she is a lawyer.
Yeah.
And she didn't make the cutoff because she was 27 instead of 26. So
Oh,
she,
that's so
yeah,
sad.
yeah. So like that dream kind of like went like gone. So she saw like a pamphlet that she got from the mail, like it was back in like the old days, right? And
Yeah.
really have technology as much. So she got like a mail from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, which is crazy. But
Oh,
like, yeah. So
okay. I'm
she
connecting the
came here.
dots.
Yeah, yeah. She came
Yeah.
here and she did like a master's. So she got like a student visa for a little bit,
Hmm.
and she started doing her master's in like public administration. And then the university like gave her a work offer, so she stayed here because of that. And she's still working at university until today, and she's
Okay.
done another master's there too. So that's kind of how my family came here. She came here because of like the education, I guess, but the work experience definitely came with that too. So
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Um, maybe just shifting back, I remember we were discussing like the passage to the US, almost how they have to go to like Panama and Miami.
Mhm.
Uh do you think that's like a significant challenge for people from Peru, or could you just speak about maybe the process of it if it's like very difficult?
Yeah, I think it definitely is more difficult for people further away to go to like the United States. That's why a lot of people go to like Miami and New York because you don't really have to like stop somewhere else. I know for my family it has been a little difficult because they don't really know Spanish as much. Like they don't know English, they do know Spanish. They don't know English as much. So they take there's like a Latino like airway, it's called Copa Airlines, so they speak Spanish there and they just stop in like places where people do speak Spanish, like Miami or like California, where they can like ask questions and all that. And they're like shying away from like Houston, I guess, or like the places that don't really speak as much Spanish. Like it's not that known there. So I don't know, they don't really try to like go to the places that don't speak their language. So that can be hard for other people too, to like visit other places that aren't like
Yeah.
known as the Peruvian community and all that.
Hmm.
That can be an impediment, yeah.
Okay. And then maybe shifting back just to like the politics, maybe in Peru. Do you know like what type of government Peru has? Is it like a democracy or is it
Um,
anything like that?
it tries to be a democracy,
It
but
tries.
we have been really not well in that. We've had like over 10 presidents in like the past years, and it's so bad. Like they're all in jail. It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
So
what's up with do you know what's up with Castillo?
yeah, so he actually went to jail, and he's trying
Okay.
to run again, and this whole thing it's a whole mess. And
Okay.
our system for like picking people is really bad. Like it's the U.S. system is 100% better.
Okay.
Our like yeah, literally our electoral candidates are over 30,
Oh.
over 30 candidates. It's so bad.
Wow.
And, yeah, and we don't
Okay.
have like an electronic system like here you go to vote somewhere and then you have a
Hmm.
computer and you vote there. It's by paper there. So
Oh.
it's literally this big. Like the paper. It's so bad. So I don't know. They try to make it a democracy, but right now it's really not working. There's a lot of corruption there.
Corruption.
Yeah. The interim president right now, because funny story, the president that was there like I think 4 months ago, she got kicked out by Congress. So
Oh.
yeah, so the leader of Congress has to like take over
Okay.
the presidency. He's trying
Okay.
to make like it work. He's been trying to like
Hmm.
push some of like corrupt police officers and all that like out of the force and all that. But
Hmm.
I don't know if it'll work out until like next election because our elections, well, for Peru are in April and the official one again, we have like two rounds. The official one is in July. So it's not that far away and I don't really think the problem is going to like be solved. And I think we have like a lot of the rural versus like metropolitan city discourse. A lot of like the
Hmm.
rural areas try to like be more represented, I guess, but in that they like pick wrong candidates and then those candidates aren't the best candidates. And
Okay.
unfortunately, a lot of like the rural communities have a bigger population than Lima because Lima's just one city. So
Hmm.
yeah, usually like they win and we have like a popular system too. It's not like the electoral college. So
Okay.
by the majority of votes. And when you have like 36 candidates, it's really hard to get a
Yeah.
majority.
I could
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
it's
makes
just
sense.
like your maximum is going to be like 12% of the population that voted for someone. So yeah, it's kind of messy there, and they definitely do have to fix that. And at least put a cap to like the candidates. At least just have like four, but like 36 is insane. That's
Yeah, there. Yeah, can are there like is there a way to like add more than 36, or is that just like impossible in the government? Because I know like in the US you can like pass a bill and it could go through legislation and then maybe add, but I don't know how that works.
yeah. So they would have to. Yeah, they would probably have to do that too. They would have to go through the
Hmm.
Congress and Senate and all that. Right now, there isn't really a cap to how many people can run in government, so they definitely should put that in place because that is
Okay.
too much. Yeah, but they have to go through like the same thing, passing the bill and like getting approved and all that.
Okay. And then you said there were like so there's two elections, like primary. I'm confused about that part. Like,
Mhm.
how does
Yeah,
that work with? Okay. Yeah.
yeah. So there's like a primary, I guess, where you're trying to take some candidates off of the ballot.
Okay.
And then there's like the official one, which is in July because we do it like as an Independence Day kind of thing. Our independence is in July
Mhm.
28th. So we do it like around there. And I actually have to vote for that too because I am a Peruvian citizen and there,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So there they give you like a fine if you don't vote. So voting is kind of
Oh.
mandatory. Yeah. So I do
Okay,
have to go
mandatory.
there. But yeah, that one's like the official one. And if there's like no majority either, you have to vote again in like another round.
Oh, okay. That's a
Yeah.
little like strenuous. Yikes. Do you have
Yeah.
to like go? Do you have to? You're gonna have to go to Peru, right? And then
Well, you
vote
have to go
there
to like
or
an embassy. So I have to go to like
embassy?
I have to go to San Francisco. I think that's the closest one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Anything else you would like to share before we finish the episode?
Honestly, it's been really fun, and
Okay.
if you guys like want to explore other cultures, like it's amazing. I love exploring all other cultures too, like
Hmm.
within like the Hispanic heritage and like other places too. Like I love European cultures, and like I really want to go to Asia
Hmm.
too to learn more about their culture too. So I think it's really awesome that you guys are doing this podcast too, so you can know about other places.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah. So, and thank you, Cass, for being on. And we'll see you on maybe a next episode.
yeah. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Coming up on Voces del Coquí. Por la mañana café, por la tarde ron, yo también en la calle son de tu balcón.